You're a radical, so Boober, the Chesapeake Kid, sent me these for radioactive sneakers. Homeland Security says so. You know, if they say it, it's got to be true, right? It's like they said that wasn't a murder in Minnesota. And I don't care if you're right or you're left. That was a fucking you got a cold-blooded murder. And I want to say this, I want to talk about this before I make my radioactive sneakers. Anybody doesn't believe that was a cold-blooded murder, and I want to talk about this. ICE, look, you want to clean up so-called illegal immigration real easy. Go after the employers. It's against the law to employ illegals. Go after the employers. You'll clean it up again overnight. I want to say this because I live here in Utah, and there are hundreds of so-called illegal undocumented workers that are wanted and been convicted of crimes in other states in the United States, which Trump says he's going after this. They haven't deported one of them. None of them. None of them here. They're not deporting anybody. There's no ICE here in Utah. They're not deporting nobody. Same in Texas. Trump has weaponized ICE as his Gestapo. And if you don't think that was a murder, and there we go again. Isn't that sound something else? That's the ICE and the seagulls. That's something else. You don't think that's a murder? You don't know shit. That's a cold-blooded murder. What, you can't have a concealed weapon permit in the United States? The fuck you can't? You know, I don't have one. I don't need one. You know, because the gun thing just creeps me out. Anytime there's a gun, people panic. You know, and that's exactly what happened. But you got untrained people, fucking cowards working for ICE. That's an execution-style fucking murder. Anyway, you look at Homeland Security, I mean, the dog shooter, just lying. That's disgusting. I think people on the right, the Kool-Aid, say that's okay. Well, the left's gone. Do not kid yourself. Think about it. Think about it. Who's standing up against the Epstein cult? Who's standing up for this guy? Marjorie Taylor Greene. Wasn't she a Republican? Thomas Massey, Republican. I mean, everybody. Even Lisa Murkowski, Republican. Democrats ain't standing up for shit. No, they're so fucking gone, it's unbelievable. I wish Marjorie would run for president. I'll vote for her. And then, you know, Tucker, which was a card-carrying, beating the drums of Afghanistan and Iraq harder than anyone has seen the light. I mean, but better late than never. How about Candace Oat? Better late than never. And I don't know, Larry Wilkerson on the judge. Larry Wilkerson was Colin Powell's one of the greatest liars I ever watched. Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass. Larry Wilkerson pounded the Afghanistan, Iraq, Fox News narrative hard. Now they're against it. What? The neocons. When they were neocons. But I guess, you know, they saw the light. You know what? Why did Marjorie Taylor quit? They gave her silver or lead. I mean, my God, but I sure wish she'd run for president. So let's make these radioactive. Thank you, Boober, the Chesapeake Kid. Really appreciate you, dude. You know, let's see. So, you know what sneakers cost anymore? And Homeland Security told us they're radioactive and it ain't going away. Now, why wouldn't sneakers be radioactive? Shrimp radioactive. Clothes radioactive. Oh, but it's just from Indonesia. No, it's not. I've proven it. Where are we going to put that last one? So I got to tell this story here at Nuclear Energy Bootlicker U. The place is disgusting. This university's turned out to be the most racist university in the world. You don't believe me? Look at the 7 words you can't say. Brad Morrison ended up being a hardcore racist. Ask Wat Masaka. They hate women too. Ask Fawn McKay Brody. Wat Masaka, the most important. I'm going to do more work on Wat. Went to Ogden High School, that incredible building. 2 national championships at Weber State. 3 national championships at the University of Utah. First player of color in the history of the NBA. Won't mention his name at Weber State. He played for Weber State. 2 national, born and raised in Ogden, Utah. Ask Fawn McKay Brody, the most famous historian in American history. Born and raised in Ogden, just like Kevin Blanch. Won't mention her name because they're racist and anti-woman. So, okay, I shouldn't tell this story, but I'm gonna, because Blanch, you got a hole in your pants there. Because I'm radioactive. Now, I know this is pretty risque, the story I'm going to tell, but it's true. So when I got cancer, I was in the bone marrow transplant being heavily hardcore chemoed. You ever seen a woman under chemo? Or a man that well? I remember this older, well, she's almost my age. She's Kevin. I've never been hit on by so many young guys in my life as I am now. I says, well, you're pretty, there we go. I says, you're pretty damn good looking. So what it does, it makes you look. When I was under the chemo, you wouldn't believe girls. I had a central line hemorrhage that came up to me. I remember I had a girl, really beautiful, just walked out and, can I make out with you? Yeah, I guess, I don't know. So I shouldn't tell this story, but I'm gonna. I'm traveling around the country, getting a lot of attention from females because I'm heavily under the chemo. And it just cleans your body out. You look so young and so beautiful. And so I'm standing in San Diego rehabbing, trying to get better. This woman, about 10, 15 years younger than me, she calls me, says, I'm on my way from LA to come visit with you. I want to help out the cause. Yeah, I told her where I was at, staying at that little dumpy hotel. Come down. She shows up, parks her car, comes out. I says, let's go for a walk down the beach. So we go walk on the beach holding hands. This girl was hotter than a Fukushima spent fuel pool. I'm telling you. I mean, a tent for real. I mean, this girl was so hot. You know, she was, you know, I was 51 years old. She was probably around 40. And we get back to the hotel and she just jumps all over me. And I'm like, I can't. What do you mean you can't? I'm radioactive. I'm under chemo. I'm plumb full of fucking chemo. Really plumb full of chemo. You really want that on you? You know? It's coming out of my skin. I mean, I'm so chock full of chemotherapy, and I've had some light radiation, but my doctor didn't like the radiation. I can't. Oh, she was so fucking pissed. I thought she was gonna punch me. And she says, I've never been told no in my life. Yeah, I get it. You know, I can see why. I mean, so I'm not gonna tell you whether I caved in or not, but because, yeah, whoa. But that's why it was. In those early days, those first few years, I'm heavily under the chemo. So I'm radioactive, I'm telling them. It takes, when they quit the chemo, it takes at least 3 years to get it out of your body. And it's nasty and it's toxic. So, radioactive sneakers, thank you, Boober. Let's see, one already come off. Oh, those ones are on. I'll work on them. Looks like one of the stickers already fell off. I'll get it up there. So, radioactive sneakers. So, I don't think people are not going to tag this Terra Power. People don't realize, how about that sound these seagulls are making when they get off the ice? That's twice I've got it. There's no Great Salt Lake anymore, so the gulls, hopefully they move. So, I always wanted to start another basketball team here. And instead of calling it the Lakers, I wanted to start a new basketball league here and start it here in Utah and call it the Great Salt Lakers. But now we have to call it the Gone Dry Great Salt Lakers. No snow, which is getting freaky here. The all-time record right here where I'm standing for the year accumulative snow on the ground is 18 inches. We've had less than 1. It's getting freaky. Really freaky. So radioactive. So a lot of people don't know this. Bill Gates, all these contracts. Utah, they're going to build a nuclear energy reactor in Brigham City. Kemmer, Wyoming, you know, we're going to... Terra Power is Bill Gates. I don't think people realize that. Rocky Mountain Power is owned by Bill Gates and Warren Buffett. They're scamming you. Not going to happen. Could happen. They're already getting money. So it's Anti-Nuclear Energy Day tomorrow. I'll be meeting up with Hill at the Utah State Capitol. Anybody wants to come, I'll be there. Just give me a call. My phone number's everywhere. My email, just text me or email me. And so I'm hoping these seagulls move so we can hear that insane sound. Should I walk over there and spook them a little? Yeah. Come on, man. Radioactive. Bill Gates is terror power. And you're not going to give him money. People don't know Price Anderson. Under the Price Anderson Act, which got re-upped in 2024, the summer thereof, for another 20 years, is called the Immunity Act. So inside the Advanced Nuclear Energy Bill that only 2 senators voted against it, Bernie Sanders and Merkel, and I love the Democrats. Why are they not locking up Debbie Wasserman Schultz for still in the election in the Democratic primary twice from Bernie? Bernie's an anti-nuclear. Well, so is Trump. Now Trump says at Davos he's pro-nuclear, which, why? Oh, Trump's True Social merged with a nuclear energy startup. You know how much government pork? Now, you don't think that's a little conflict of it? There are trillions and trillions. And I want to talk this about inflation. Now, I'll tag this. What is inflation? You're going to rely on the government number. Gold is over $5,000 an ounce. Silver is $110 an ounce. And you people that bought it the last 2, 3, 4 years, good on you, man. What a great investment. The median price of a car is approaching $70,000 in this country. The median price of a house in any place that you're going to live is approaching $1 million a house. It's gone psychotic. So Trump's the greatest debtor president in history. Trump's past Obama's the greatest fraud president. I'm hoping those seagulls will move so we can hear the squill again. Go spook them, Blanch. Nah. Let's do it organic. So that's what I'll tag this is inflation, inflation, inflation. The stock market, the Dow, is approaching 50,000. Your money's worthless. Totally worthless. It's all inflated to the 10th power. Trump's the great inflator president. But you're right. I mean, you people that are going to now, CPI, PPI. What a scam. Let's get real about inflation. Gold, $5,000 ounce. Silver, $110 an ounce. Copper, $6, $7. Fuck. I was telling a guy who was cleaning out the change. I was mall walking on his machines. I says, you better be looking. There's certain years that these quarters are silver. Got some silver in them. You know what I said? No. Silver's $110 an ounce. Whoa. The median price of a car for the 2026 models is approaching $70,000. A house, we're talking $1 million. Fuck, your money is worthless. So we're going to miss out. We heard, I guess, the squirrel and the other videos got it. We got a little cold last night, but we've had no snow. So maybe I can get Damian Lillard to endorse my sneakers. Or I can get LeBron James. Fuck. Enough to make you... The NBA's nothing but a sports merchandising company. You know, so my new radioactive sneakers to go with your radioactive shrimp with your radioactive clothes. Get some shrimp scampi. Radioactive sneakers, so... When I was under the chemo, you wouldn't have believed it. Every place I went. I mean, this. Oh God, I shouldn't tell that one. This is even more risky. Girl come up to me and I says, look. He says, come sleep with me. I says, I've got a central line hanging out of my jugular vein. Whoa, I don't care. I'm full of I'm radioactive. I'm radioactive, my skin. Now, I'm full of chemo, hardcore. And I want people to realize radiation therapy and chemotherapy are 2 different therapies. I had the turkey 2 mushroom group, experimental chemo on me that worked, but it took out my heart valve, took out my gallbladder, took out my esophagus, took out my teeth. It's been a hard battle. Mike Lee kicked me off Medicaid. after I forked over $1 million worth of Tesla stock in 2011, and Apple. What a journey, right? Radiation therapy and chemo are two separate therapies. I had very little radiation. I have 4 tattoos on me from the dots they lined up. I was at LDSE, I was Dr. Thompson's very last patient, the radiologist. And Fimbo Pierce says we want very light little on him. He's not a fan of it. I had a new, it's not your father's chemo, but I'm alive. But when you're heavily under the chemo like that, and I'm heavily under the chemo, should you be? I don't know, but I could feel it coming out of my skin. I could smell it. Radioactive. So I'm going to sell my radioactive sneakers. We'll start mass production of them in Indonesia or, well, everywhere. Anywhere where we can exploit child labor. You know. East Bangladesh. You know. Get your slave made gear. Then get Damian Lillard to endorse them. Or LeBron. And we could sell them for what? Well, it's an ounce of gold, $5,000 a pair. They tell you that cesium's in the fucking sneakers, in the food. I presented the data 180 times in the radioactive fog, they're telling you. But the nuclear energy frogs, they've been boiled nicely. Radioactive. Radioactive. So, Terra Power is Bill Gates. Don't you see that? He's robbing, and you're talking one of the creepiest people that ever walked the history of the country. The guy who stole the operating system in Utah. Come on, seagulls, jump off there so we can hear that squeal again. Come on, man. That's some kind of eerie fucking sound, ain't it? We caught it on film the other day. I don't know if it's their feet or their wings, and they go up quickly. No snow. It's getting crazy, right? Absolutely no snow. So I'll be at the Utah State Legislature tomorrow, inside the Capitol. That incredible building. That building's incredible. It's worth going in there just to see it. Oh, that building freaking is stunning. It's really incredible structure. So, here at the most racist university ever, that's a solar canopy. That's behind theirs. On the other side are geothermal fields. Why are we using dirty coal buses? Because the nuclear incentive is all sponsored by the coal industry. Who owns the coal plants in Utah? Warren Buffett, Bill Gates. So you're just giving him money. Come on, seagulls. Help a guy out, man, could you? It got a little bit cold. You see it iced up a little bit, but no snow. You know, they're not going to squeak for us. That sounds something else, ain't it? Why are they here? There's no Great Salt Lake. It's going so fucking dry. And it was a perfect levels in 2012. Again, foretold by Kevin Blanch, the great North American Western Heat Dome. All right. Come on, help a guy out. Go eat some crickets or something, would you? I love the gulls. They're incredible creatures. I love them. You know, they're really amazing. All right. Radioactive. Thank you, Boober, the Chesapeake Bay Kid. Been a long journey. I'll get you your gift. I got to come up with something right and good. So, Bill Gates is Terra Power, but the same guy that stole the operating system from Utah. We're talking one of the most. And I need to do more work on the Charlie Kirk thing because George Hudson's that creepy. The first one they arrested, that's so fishy. I've known him for years, and I've always accused him probably being connected somehow. He's there. Me and him got into it right there. He got my face. I didn't get the fuck away from me. I protesting the greenwashing bus. But that whole thing that he's screaming, I did it, whatever, I've known him for years, and I never liked him. I've seen him around forever, and Well, that whole thing stinks to fucking something else. Thank you, Candace Owens. Thank you, Tucker Carlson. I mean, it took a long time. Tucker caused a lot of pain, but he's seen the light, you know. Thank you, Marjorie. Thank you, Thomas Massey. Come on, Democrats, wake the fuck up, man. And anybody that doesn't think that was an execution-style murder has got their head up their ass. I mean, he was a VA nurse. I used to work at the VA. Well, I was the volunteer there with the atomic veterans. That's heartbreaking. That's an execution. You can't have it. And he had it concealed, which is legal. You know, that cop rips it off him, and that guy just executed him. You don't have the right to protest issue. That's called the First fucking Amendment. Hands up, no nuke. So you got a guy, this unqualified, untrained freaking Gestapo who pushes a woman down. Can you imagine our parents' generation? Our parents' generation, our grandparents' generation, and there's video footage of pushing a woman down like that. Oh, our parents' generation would have hunted the dude down. Left, right. And he steps in and they 5, 6, 7 guys beat him up, rip his gun off out of his holster, and then execute him. That's murder. And you know, Obama deported more people than Trump has. Trump is using his Gestapo. Look, here in Utah, ICE doesn't deport anyone. No one. And there are tons of so-called illegals here that have been convicted of crimes in other states and deported that are here. Lots of them that are right here. They don't deport any of them. Same in Texas. He's used it as a weapon. I mean, that dude is so criminal, it's unbelievable. Now he's pro-nuclear because he's merged Truth Social with the nuclear energy side. So they're not going to jump up. But anyway, radioactive tennis shoes. So may I get Damon Lillard to endorse them? Get your slave-made Chinese gear. May I get LeBron to freaking endorse them? And sell them for 1 ounce of gold. Inflation? Are you kidding? Trump is the great debtor president. The debt is so reeling out of fucking psychotic control. I mean, it's so... And people... Debt and inflation are the same thing. The more the national debt, the higher the inflation. So, Trump's out of control with the debt. His tariffs are bringing in trillions of dollars, and I'm a pro-tariff guy, but the problem is he's just handed it out to his friends and family through nuclear energy pork. They're not building any nuclear energy anywhere in the country. We've got 4 full court medals burning in the Pacific Ocean, killing the planet, and you want more. Because they can sell the American fucking sheeple fucking any kind of fairy tale fantasy they want to sell them. They're all in. They're that fucking gone. Where's the fucking Democrats on this nuclear thing? The only people that are fucking speaking up about anything are a handful of Republicans. Thomas Massey's awesome. Marjorie Taylor Greene, I wish she'd run for president. I mean, I never thought I'd say this in a million years. Tucker's all over shit now, but he caused a lot of damage, man. So did Larry Wilkerson, and he's all over it now, but I mean, it's hard to listen to him when you know what they did for, you know, they sound like me in 2002, 2003, 4 out in the street where we used to meet. So I'm radioactive. I'm not now. Well, we all are, right? We're all radioactive now. But back then, when I was heavy, I was given too much to live in 2011. I was so radically full of fucking cancer, and they hammered the fuck out of me with chemo. Experimental. I'm alive. You know, I paid the fucking price. You know, it's a long, ugly ride. So, is that a soup can in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me, Kevin? Oh my God, she was pissed at me. I thought she was going to fight me. And like I said, that girl was hotter than a fucking Fukushima spent fuel pool. Hotter than Diablo Canyon. So, anyway. Thanks, Boober. Get your radioactive sniffers. 1 ounce of gold. $5,000 an ounce in gold. 110 on silver. 50,000 on the Dow. Cars 70,000. Houses 1 million. These young people got no fucking chance. Trump the great debtor inflator. What's Trump equal? Oh, he's a corrupt fucker, just like backstabber Biden. Number one, radiation, inflation, taxation without representation. That's what I'll be chanting down there at the Utah State Capitol tomorrow. And pop, pop, oh, I'll be dropped. They never stopped. We want some SMR nuclears. Thank you to Brian. I love that guy. He sounds like me. He's the physician for air. I'm friends with him. He's so fucking... He finally, I've been working on him to make some statements on nuclear energy. He came out. He's the shit. He'll be there tomorrow. So, Kevin Blanch, the activist, trying to save you from you here in Utah. Ain't easy, dude. It really ain't easy. I've never got 1 cent of funding ever from anyone in Utah. They're giving their money to Tim Ballard for the Couples Rouge to go to Colombia to hang around with teenage prostitutes. Thank you to the people that have supported me along the way and stuck it out with me. I know it's a hard battle. I'm not perfect. Never claimed to be. So, God, that's an eerie sound. I wish they'd come up off there. They're not gonna. They're sunning themselves in beautiful, sunny San Diego, Utah. Snow, Utah. Long video. That's because I'm trying to catch them. Just trying to keep going on. And I get lured to endorse my new sneakers, radioactive sneakers. Homeland Security. I believe anything they say. That's an execution style murder. That's so disturbing and so disgusting. Please run for president, Marjorie. Fuck, who knew? Fuck, she is the shit, is she not? Oh, she's the best. So is Thomas Massey. Fucking dude is awesome. Please run for president. You know? Fucking Trump. Fuck, he's as bad as fucking Bummer Dumber. Let them eat yellow cake. Barry Antoinette. What's FUKUSHIMA? You know the second I turn the camera off, they're coming off and it's going to squeal. You heard it, but at least we got it. Just shows you. Cool change. Come on, man. How good are they? All right. Stan Tuner, thank Boober. Kevin Blanch's new radioactive sneakers. Just cost you 1 ounce of gold. 5,000. You people that bought gold and silver the last few years, good on you, man. Really good on you. Fuck, what an investment. But I got news, your health is your wealth, man. I think everybody's stayed in this fucking fight. It's been a long, ugly, hard one. Oh boy. And oh, congratulations to Shaheed here at Weaver State, going to get a play in the Super Bowl. That was a hell of a game, man. Fuck, those quarterbacks both played good. Come on, man. Somebody yelling at their friendship slave. That's why people, I used to always say, you know why people have so many kids around here? So they have someone to talk to and someone to yell at. But now they do it with their pets, friendship slaves. Come on, seagulls. Squill up there. Yeah, I know, I'm going on and on and on. I'm trying to get him to come off that ice here in Snow, Utah. Keep it going for a sec, Kev. Have some patience. That's what my doctor used to tell me in there. Kevin, come on. Hang in there. Have a little bit of patience with yourself. So frustrating fighting cancer. It's been a long journey, right? Fuck. Say the fucking least. So thank you, Boober. Fucking. Well, thank you everybody that started this strike work. Thank you, Lewis. Thank you, James. You know, what a fight here in Snow, Utah. It's getting crazy. No snow. I mean, it's fucking weird. I predicted all that too. They're not going to come up off there, are they? I don't know, maybe some of these Canadians... Why are these Canadians not leaving and going south? Why would you? They got grass to eat year-round here now. Snow, I mean, it's freaky. See you at the Utah State Capitol tomorrow. I'm excited to see, you know... Hill, I was one of the original people that started Hill back in the day. It was an anti-nuclear movement. The guy that took it over, I'm not a fan of his, but there's some new young people that are great, and Brian is involved. the physician for hell. That dude's the shit, man. The doctor. And, you know, Matt, he was under so much pressure, Fukushima. I mean, really, they attacked him so viciously that he quit. He's a school teacher at Judge Memorial, Stevie Nicks' old school. May a landslide bring us all the pro-nukers down. Yeah, the second I turn off the camera, they're gonna squeal, right? Come on, man. You know how it goes. The second I turn it off, they'll go. Hell below us, above us on the chemtrail skies. Radioactive. They're Utah kids. Fucking phonies. So, Kevin Blanch, the activist that wins here in Utah. I'm the guy that blocked Blue Castle. I'm the guy that blocked the heavy waste going to Energy. I see Energy Solutions signed a contract now. They're going to build us SMR in Wisconsin. Okay. All right, let's give it up. Radioactive. I tried. So, thank you. Kevin Blanch, Radioactive sneakers. 1 ounce of silver. The great inflator. Donald J. Trump. Just as bad as backstabber Biden. Barry Antoinette, let them eat yellow cake. The great inflator. Donald John Trump. He merged his true socialist. There we go. Little sound. Nuclear startup. Almost made a sound. The great inflator. Trump equal radiation. He's covered up Fukushima worse than Barry Antoinette. Obama, let them eat yellow cake. I'll be chanting down there tomorrow. I'll have my famous sign. My sign made the front page of the Salt Lake Tribune this year. Nuclear equals cancer been all over, but God forbid they use my name. I'm too hot to handle. I'm just the activist that wins. Trump equal radiation. Inflation. Taxation without representation. Remember his Trump golden sneakers? Trump will probably be selling. He'll get this idea. He's radioactive sneakers. Oh, fuck that. Like, he'll do anything for fucking money. God, dude, they're not going to go. Give it up. Yeah. Well, I know this kid. He's handicapped. His dogs will scare him. Yeah. He's mentally handicapped. I see him around all the time. Radiation, inflation, taxation without representation equal Donald John Trump. Who's John Trump? Oh, the MIT guy, the radiologist who went into Tesla's room? Oh, that's Donald's uncle? Yeah. Donald John Trump. John Trump. You've been had at MAGA. He did to MAGA what Obama did to Democrats, what Bush did to the GOP. Well, they're all BB puppets. The nuclear energy cult, the Middle East of Eden cult, the Epstein cult, the Bill Gates cult. They're one and the same. Bill Gates is an Epsteiner. Utah funded him. Think about that. They're not going to come up. All right. Stay tuned. Snow, Utah. Getting freaky around here. See you in the Capitol tomorrow. We'll get our work done. Without Kevin Blanch, Blue Castle's here. The heavy waste is out of Energy Solution. I'm the guy that blocked that. All our exes are headed to Boober wanted me to talk about the repository in Finland. I know a lot about that. The bottom line, Finland has a law. Only Finnish nuclear waste can go in that. Germany's trying to work with them to get their waste in there. There's lots of rumors that they're sneaking you. But the bottom line, just remember this. Where's the biggest underground repository in the world? And not in Finland. It's in New Mexico. It's called the WIP. You know how much nuclear waste is at WIP? They haul it in there every day, all day. So there is a repository. You just don't know. Not at Yucca Mountain, Nevada. It's in New Mexico. It's called WIP. Remember when it caught on fire? I'm the guy that reported that from the Water School of Business. And they lied, said it was a salt truck. No, it was nuclear. They picked up plutonium at UTEP University in the dishes, and I reported it. So after Fukushima happened, they expanded WIP. By the way, the MOX fuel, we made it against the law in the United States, was at Japan. So what did they do? We made it against, they shipped it to Fukushima Daiichi and Diani, and it blew up all over you. So what was left, they brought it back here in 2014-15. I broke that story also. Then they put it on trucks, and guess where they hauled it? To New Mexico, to WIP. So the biggest repository in the world, nuclear energy, is in New Mexico. You just don't know about it. WIP. It's gigantic. They put so much nuclear waste. Remember, it was the Peterson fabrication drum right here, and who lived right by me, that blew up. Far West Utah, right there. So the nuclear hub here. All right, I went on about as long as I could, hoping they'd come up and make that squeal, but we missed it. Well, you heard it early. Long video. Radioactive sneakers. Kevin Blanch. 1 ounce of gold per pair. 1 ounce of gold per pair. They get restored historic work. They're not about to move, are they? Come on, Jonathan. One more last shot of radioactive sneakers. Man, get Damon Lillard to endorse him. All right. Trump equals inflation. Well, he equals radiation. Inflation. Taxation with that. That was an executed. That's a pure Gestapo execution murder. I don't care if you're left or right. The only people that are really speaking out heavily, I mean, Marjorie Taylor Greene for president. You know, Trump's freaking a freak. He's pro-nuclear now. His true soldier merges with, oh my Lord, 40 minutes and they never budged. All right. Stay tuned. I tried. Come on, man. All right. That's how rare it is. Ain't easy doing this. Stay tuned.